Have you ever stepped out of a hot shower and felt dizzy, lightheaded, or like the room was spinning around you? What if I told you that this seemingly innocent moment could be your brain sending you a critical warning signal about stroke risk? As someone who has spent years studying brain health and circulation, I'm genuinely shocked by how many people over 50 unknowingly put themselves at serious risk every single day through one simple shower habit. The scary part is that most people dismiss these warning signs as normal aging or just being tired, when in reality, your brain is desperately trying to tell you something that could save your life. Before we start, hit that like button if you've ever felt dizzy after a hot shower. Subscribe for more brain health solutions and share this with someone who might be unknowingly putting their brain at risk. Tell me in the comments about your shower routine and if you've ever experienced dizziness. Afterward, I read every comment and love hearing from you. Now, let's uncover this dangerous shower habit that could be silently threatening your brain. This content is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before making health decisions. The hidden danger lurking in your daily routine. Most people think of strokes as sudden, dramatic events that happen without warning. But the truth is far more complex and, frankly, more frightening. Many strokes don't announce themselves with obvious symptoms. Instead, they build up gradually through seemingly harmless daily habits that we repeat without thinking. Your morning or evening shower, something you've probably done thousands of times without concern, might be one of the most dangerous moments of your entire day. The combination of hot water, steam, and sudden temperature changes creates a perfect storm of conditions that can trigger what medical professionals call vascular events in your brain. When you step into a hot shower, your body immediately begins a complex series of responses that most people never consider. The heat causes your blood vessels to dilate rapidly, which initially might feel relaxing and pleasant. However, this dilation causes your blood pressure to drop suddenly and significantly. For younger people with healthy cardiovascular systems, this usually isn't a problem because their bodies can quickly compensate. But for anyone over 50, especially those with existing health conditions, this sudden drop in blood pressure can be catastrophic. Your brain, which requires constant, steady blood flow to function properly, suddenly finds itself starved of the oxygen and nutrients it desperately needs. Why your age makes this shower habit even more dangerous. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible and responsive. Think of young blood vessels like rubber bands that can stretch and snap back quickly. Older blood vessels are more like old elastic that has lost its ability to bounce back efficiently. When you combine this natural aging process with the sudden vascular changes caused by hot showers, you create a scenario where your brain's blood supply can become dangerously compromised. The medical term for this is orthostatic hypotension, and it's far more common and serious than most people realize. What makes this particularly concerning is that many people over 50 are already taking medications that affect blood pressure. Whether it's medication for hypertension, heart conditions, or even certain antidepressants, these drugs can amplify the dangerous effects of hot water on your cardiovascular system. If you're taking blood thinners, diuretics, or beta blockers, that innocent hot shower could push your system beyond its ability to cope safely. The result can be anything from mild dizziness to a full-blown stroke. And the terrifying part is that it can happen so quickly that you don't have time to react or call for help. The science behind hot water and brain blood flow. Let me explain exactly what happens inside your body during a hot shower, because understanding this process might just save your life. When hot water hits your skin, your body's immediate response is to dilate blood vessels near the surface to help regulate temperature. This is a normal, healthy response, but it comes with consequences. As these surface blood vessels expand, they require more blood to fill them. This blood has to come from somewhere, and unfortunately, it often comes from the blood supply to your brain and other vital organs. Simultaneously, the heat causes you to sweat, even if you don't notice it, happening under the shower water. This sweating leads to fluid loss, which effectively reduces your total blood volume. Now you have expanded blood vessels that need more blood to fill them, but less total blood available in your system. It's like trying to fill a larger container with less water. The result is that your brain, which sits at the top of your body and already has to work against gravity to receive adequate blood flow, suddenly finds itself in a critical shortage situation. The situation becomes even more dangerous when you consider what happens when you step out of the shower. The cool air hits your skin, causing those dilated blood vessels to constrict rapidly. This sudden constriction can cause your blood pressure to spike dramatically, putting enormous strain on your brain's delicate blood vessels. For someone with already compromised circulation or weakened blood vessel walls, this rapid pressure change can trigger a hemorrhagic stroke, where a blood vessel actually bursts in the brain. Warning signs your body is sending you. Your body is incredibly intelligent and constantly sends you warning signals when something dangerous is happening. The problem is that most of us have been conditioned to ignore or dismiss these signals as normal parts of aging. If you've ever felt dizzy, lightheaded, or unsteady after a hot shower, your brain was literally screaming at you that it wasn't receiving adequate blood flow. These aren't minor inconveniences to brush off. They're emergency signals that demand immediate attention and action. Some people experience what they describe as a head rush, or feeling like they might faint when stepping out of a hot shower. Others notice that their vision becomes blurry, or that they see spots or stars. Some feel nauseous or experience a sudden, intense headache. These symptoms might last only a few seconds or minutes, which is why so many people dismiss them. But in the medical world, we know that even brief episodes of inadequate brain blood flow can cause permanent damage that accumulates over time. What's particularly concerning is that many people have learned to compensate for these symptoms without realizing the underlying danger. They might automatically reach for something to steady themselves, sit down for a moment, or simply wait for the feeling to pass. While these responses might prevent an immediate fall or injury, they don't address the root cause of the problem, which means the dangerous pattern continues day after day, potentially causing cumulative damage to the brain that won't become apparent until it's too late. The temperature shock that could kill. Beyond the direct effects of hot water on blood pressure, there's another aspect of this shower habit that's equally dangerous: temperature shock. Many people love the feeling of a really hot shower, especially during cold weather or when they're feeling stressed or tired. The hotter the water, the more dramatic the effects on your cardiovascular system. But what many don't realize is that stepping from a very hot shower into cooler air creates what medical professionals call thermal shock. Thermal shock occurs when your body experiences a sudden, significant temperature change. In the case of hot showers, your body has adapted to the high temperature by dilating blood vessels and increasing heart rate. When you suddenly step into cooler air, your body tries to rapidly reverse all of these changes. Your blood vessels constrict quickly, your heart rate changes abruptly, and your blood pressure can fluctuate wildly. For a healthy young person, this might just feel refreshing or invigorating. For someone over 50, especially with any underlying health conditions, it can be the trigger that causes a stroke. The most dangerous part of thermal shock is that it often happens so quickly that your body's natural regulatory mechanisms can't keep up. Your cardiovascular system needs time to make adjustments safely, but thermal shock forces rapid changes that can overwhelm your body's ability to maintain safe blood pressure and heart rhythm. This is why so many shower-related medical emergencies happen not during the shower itself, but in those critical moments right after stepping out. Hidden risk factors that make you more vulnerable. While age is certainly a significant risk factor, there are many other conditions and circumstances that can make the hot shower habit even more dangerous. If you have diabetes, your blood vessels may already be compromised, making you more susceptible to the dramatic pressure changes caused by hot water. People with heart conditions, including irregular heartbeats or heart valve problems, face additional risks because their hearts may not be able to compensate effectively for sudden blood pressure changes. Dehydration is another critical factor that many people don't consider. If you typically shower in the morning before drinking fluids, or if you shower after exercise or during hot weather, you might already be somewhat dehydrated. Dehydration reduces blood volume, which means your cardiovascular system is already working harder than normal to maintain adequate circulation. Adding the stress of a hot shower to an already compromised system can push you over the edge into a dangerous situation. Certain medications can also dramatically increase your risk. Blood pressure medications, particularly those that work by dilating blood vessels or reducing blood volume, can amplify the effects of hot showers. Pain medications, especially opioids, can affect your body's ability to regulate blood pressure. Even over-the-counter medications like antihistamines or sleep aids can interact with the cardiovascular stress of hot showers in ways that increase your stroke risk. The safe shower solution. That could save your life. The good news is that you don't have to give up showering or live in fear of this daily routine. There are simple, practical changes you can make that will dramatically reduce your risk while still allowing you to enjoy clean, comfortable showers. The key is understanding how to work with your body's natural responses rather than against them. First, and most importantly, moderate your water temperature. I know this might sound disappointing if you love really hot showers, but the ideal shower temperature is warm, not hot. You should be able to step into the water comfortably without any shock or initial discomfort. If you need to gradually adjust to the temperature, it's too hot for safety. A good rule of thumb is that the water should feel pleasant and relaxing, not intense or overwhelming. Equally important is the duration of your shower. Longer exposure to warm water gives more time for the cumulative effects of blood vessel dilation and fluid loss through sweating. Keep your showers reasonably brief, focusing on getting clean rather than using the shower as an extended relaxation session. If you enjoy the meditative aspects of showering, try to find other ways to incorporate relaxation into your routine that don't put your cardiovascular system at risk. Creating your brain-safe shower routine. Developing a safe shower routine involves more than just adjusting water temperature. Start by ensuring you're adequately hydrated before showering. Drink a glass of water about 30 minutes before your shower, especially if it's been several hours since your last fluid intake. This helps ensure adequate blood volume and gives your cardiovascular system the resources it needs to handle temperature changes safely. Before stepping into the shower, take a moment to prepare your body. Do some gentle stretching or light movement to get your circulation going. This is especially important if you've been sitting or lying down for an extended period. When you do step into the shower, do so gradually. Don't jump directly under the water stream. Instead, start by wetting your hands and arms, then gradually expose more of your body to the water. This gives your cardiovascular system time to adjust slowly, rather than forcing rapid changes. Pay attention to your body's signals throughout your shower. If you start to feel dizzy, lightheaded, or unwell, don't ignore these warnings. Turn down the water temperature immediately and consider ending your shower early. It's far better to be cautious and finish cleaning up later than to push through warning symptoms that could indicate your brain isn't getting adequate blood flow. The critical post-shower safety protocol. What you do immediately after your shower is just as important as what you do during it. Never rush to step out of the shower area into cooler air. Instead, gradually reduce the water temperature toward the end of your shower. Spend the last 30 seconds under cooler water to help your body begin adjusting to the temperature change. This simple step can prevent the dangerous thermal shock that causes so many shower-related medical emergencies. When you do step out of the shower, do so slowly and deliberately. Keep one hand on something stable for support, and don't make any sudden movements. Have your towel within easy reach so you don't have to stretch or bend in ways that might affect your balance. Take a moment to stand still and assess how you're feeling before moving around the bathroom or beginning to dry off. If you feel any dizziness, weakness, or unusual sensations, sit down immediately. Don't try to power through these feelings or convince yourself they're normal. Keep a small stool or chair in your bathroom if possible so you have somewhere safe to sit if needed. Remember, these symptoms are your brain's way of telling you it needs more blood flow, and ignoring them could have serious consequences. When to seek medical attention. Understanding when shower-related symptoms require immediate medical attention could literally save your life. Any episode of severe dizziness, confusion, difficulty speaking, weakness on one side of your body, or loss of consciousness during or after showering should be treated as a medical emergency. Don't wait to see if symptoms improve on their own, and don't dismiss them as just getting older or being tired. Even milder symptoms deserve attention if they happen repeatedly. If you consistently feel dizzy or unsteady after showers, this pattern suggests that your cardiovascular system is struggling to cope with the demands of your shower routine. Schedule an appointment with your healthcare provider to discuss these symptoms and review your medications, health conditions, and shower habits. Keep in mind that stroke symptoms can be subtle and easily missed, especially mini-strokes or transient, ischemic attacks. These might cause only brief confusion, mild weakness, or temporary changes in vision or speech. Because they resolve quickly, many people don't seek medical care. But these events are serious warning signs that a major stroke could be imminent. Any unusual neurological symptoms during or after showering warrant immediate medical evaluation. Remember, your daily shower routine is something you'll continue doing for years to come. Small changes now to make it safer can protect your brain, health, and potentially prevent a devastating stroke that could change your life forever. Your brain has been faithfully serving you for decades, and taking these simple precautions is one of the best ways you can return that favor and ensure it continues to serve you well for many years to come. Your next steps to brain-safe showering. Starting tomorrow, I want you to implement at least one of these safety measures. Whether it's lowering your water temperature, drinking water before showering, or simply being more mindful of how you feel during and after your shower, every small change matters. Your brain health is too important to leave to chance, and these simple modifications could be the difference between maintaining your independence and facing a life-altering stroke. I hope this information has opened your eyes to the hidden dangers in this everyday routine and empowered you with practical solutions to stay safe. If this video has given you valuable insights about protecting your brain health, please give it a like and share it with friends or family members who might be unknowingly putting themselves at risk. Leave a comment below telling me about your current shower routine and which safety tip you plan to try first. I read every comment and love hearing how you're taking charge of your health. Don't forget to subscribe for more essential health information that could protect you and your loved ones. Your brain health matters, and small changes today can make a tremendous difference in your tomorrow.